Well, on the financial front this morning, we're expecting another drop in interest rates today, and we know many of you are thinking about refinancing your house payments.
Half-point cut could cut the rate down to 3%. Joining us this morning is Vince Ingley, President and CEO of Levere's Mortgage, located in Wilmington, Delaware. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Well, this afternoon we'll find out if we're going to get another cut. Does that mean the typical homeowner should just pick up all their paperwork, run out, and refinance the house?
Yes, right away. No. Of course, that all depends, of course, on their individual situation, as usual. The one thing that we like to look at, of course, is where the interest rate is, but most importantly, how much is it going to cost to get that refinance done? In other words, if it's going to cost you $3,000 to save yourself $100 a month, it's going to take you 30 months to recap those closing costs. So that's the key. Find out how long you're going to be in the home, what the prospective term of that mortgage is going to be, and then find your break-even point.
Vince, we keep hearing that they're going to cut it again and cut it again, so it seems like a lot of people, they're just waiting to hop in. Should we wait, maybe perhaps hoping that they'll cut it again? I mean, everybody's trying to save money, get the cheapest payment they can.
Sure, naturally. I mean, we're not at the absolute bottom. I don't believe we are quite yet, but we're pretty darn close. I mean, if you're going to play that bottom of the absolute, bottom, I think you're risking a little bit more than you need to. Right now, long-term interest rates are in the 5% range, the mid-5% range. They may go down slightly, but I don't see us getting too much lower than we are now. So I know that the spring season, of course, is the natural buying season, but as far as I'm concerned, there's no better time to buy than right now.
Vince, how about people looking to buy homes? We just got the numbers the other day saying that housing values are up in the Philadelphia area, but there are more homes that are available for sale now. Mm-hmm. How much pull do you have in negotiations right now because of how the housing market is just falling apart?
You have about as much pull, I think, that you've ever had, and that I've seen at least in quite some time. I mean, the inventory right now, and it's the old supply and demand, of course, as you mentioned, is at its highest level. So as a new home buyer right now, the focus should be, obviously, is to look for those deals. I mean, not necessarily for the distressed homes, but, how many homes are in a particular neighborhood that are for sale, and who seems to be more than willing to let go of that home at a discount. So there are tons of opportunities available right now. It's up to you and your realtor, of course, to find those.
Sometimes, even in my area, I was driving around the other day, and there are so many for sale signs all throughout Center City, all throughout, really, the viewing area. And I feel bad sometimes for some of these homeowners. Those signs, they're not moving, they're not going anywhere. They have these open houses, and things are kind of slow. Do you have any advice for someone who's trying to sell their home or even thinking about selling their home? Should they try and hold off if they can and just wait this out, or what?
Yeah, if you can, that's the key. So, we always focus in as a company, my company is that we always focus in on the cash is king. In other words, try and have as much control over your cash on a monthly basis as possible. Keep those mortgage payments within reason, but the harsh reality is that many people are at high loan-to-values. In other words, they owe a lot against their home, versus what their home is, in essence, going to sell for. So right now, people are in a situation where they have to sell in a short period of time, and at some point, the discounting of the price has got to stop because they got to pay off that mortgage.
Sure.
And you need some luck on your side to sell a home, too.
Absolutely, it's true.
All right. Vince, thanks so much for coming.